Welcome back to Franco Fridays. I haven't done a Franco film in a while, and I've just had that itch to do one. And today we're going to do a cannibal film. 1980s The Cannibals, also known as the White Cannibal Queen, also known as Mondo Cannibale. Take your pick. It's had numerous titles, as many Franco films. Um, yeah, I had an itch to see this film. I don't have a DVD of it. There is a DVD from Blue Underground. I don't have that. I'm really gonna kind of wait till there's a Blu-ray of this. The film stars Al Cleaver as a scientist, uh, Dr. Taylor, and Dr. Taylor is sent on a mission to uh, an African country to research infectious disease of some sort. And on the way, he and his wife and daughter are attacked on their boat by cannibals, and the wife is eaten, and then the daughter is captured and taken with the tribe, and she becomes the White Cannibal Queen. In the meantime, Taylor was left for dead. The cannibals cut his arm off, but somehow he survives, gets back to civilization, and the Foundation, along with Lena Remay, playing as Candy. I don't know. I'm not sure. I never could figure quite out how she plays into this. They form an expedition to go back to save the daughter. That's the story, basically. It's your standard cannibal film, but it's got the Jess Franco accents, which I think really help this film from a genre perspective. Uh, with a Franco film, you're always going to get interesting music, great cinematography, um, and those are the things I think that kind of carry this film. Even though there are some things that are wrong with the film, for example, the dubbing is horrendous. Franco has a cameo role in here as a Portuguese businessman who Taylor meets up with. He and Lena Remay try to get this Franco to shepherd them to back to the cannibal area because he does some trading. Franco does some trading with these cannibals, and basically Franco is dubbed in the scene, and he's it sounds like he's from the middle of Kentucky somewhere. I mean, it's horrible. The dubbing is just terrible, terrible. And it's not just Franco dubbing. It's everybody in this film that's dubbed is terrible. The other big problem with this film, as Franco has said in interviews, is Sabrina Siani, who plays the white goddess cannibal queen. She really can't act at all. She's a very pretty blonde with a great derriere, but other than that, man, she just can't act at all. And she's so wooden. She only has one line in this. I think she only utters one line at the very end, and I can see why, because she's a terrible actress. Um, Lena Remay is in this, and she shockingly keeps her clothes on. I'm not sure. It was never clear to me what her role was as part of the expedition with Taylor that went back to get the daughter, but neither here nor there. She is in the film, and she does get eaten by the cannibals. One thing I liked about the film that I've heard people comment negatively about is that Franco shoots the cannibalism scenes in slow motion, which I think works. I think it adds a hypnotic element to the film. It's unique. It's different from just straight up shooting the film like all the other cannibal films. I think he did that with artistic license in mind, and I think it works. I think there's some genuinely terrifying moments in this film simply because of how he shot the cannibal footage. It's hypnotic. Uh, yeah, I think it works. Whereas other people would tell you he did it just to pad out the running time. I think he did it for artistic license, and I think it works for the film. The music in the film is fantastic. You really get the music really puts you in the place of uh, kind of a jungle atmosphere. I think the other problem with the film is it's not really shot in a jungle. It's really shot in Portugal, and it looks like it's shot kind of at some beachfront in Portugal, which You just got to accept that it is what it is, and go along with the ride and not be too critical of those type of things. I mean, if you're looking for logic and reason, you're probably looking in the wrong area with Franco in general. You just got to take it with artistic license and kind of roll with those punches. But I didn't have a problem with the fact that the jungle looked like a beach resort. Uh, that's just one of those things you just have to accept. But most of Franco's films were shot in some kind of beach resort in Portugal or Spain, so that just is what it is. Franco has said in numerous interviews he doesn't understand why anybody would want to watch a cannibal film, and the only reason he directed this film was for the money. And he shot this one back to back with another cannibal film. I think it was Cannibal Terror. I believe he shot those two back to back with the same crew. Basically just to maximize the operating budget. But I think this is a decent cannibal flick. It's not a Cannibal Holocaust. Obviously, that's a classic film that that stands alone. It's not a Cannibal Ferox. It's not a Cannibal Holocaust. But I think it's a decent cannibal film, and I enjoyed it. It's a fast paced 90 minutes. I think you could do worse in terms of watching a cannibal film than Franco's The Cannibals or Mondo Cannibale, however you want to, whatever title you want to give to it. I would recommend checking it out. Blue Underground has a DVD of it, which I do not have. I watched this on Prime. I really would love to see a Blu-ray come out of this at some point, but we don't have one. But if you got Prime, watch it on Prime. If you've seen Mondo Cannibale, or The Cannibals, as I call it, the title, leave comments below. Let me know what you think. That's going to do it for Franco Fridays. Appreciate you watching.